reading back the results. This is a look from Chopper 16 this afternoon. People and politicians gather at the Georgetown Circle for Return Day. Good evening. I'm Paul Butler.
And I'm Alice Bavis in for Steve Hammond tonight. This is WBOC News at 6. On Tuesday, the people spoke, casting their votes for those in office. Of course, we already know the results now of those races, but today the winners were formally announced as part of Return Day. And let's go to Georgetown Circle now. That's where we find WBOC's Sussex County Bureau Chief Evan Kozloff. And Evan, hundreds came out today.
Yeah, and we've had some sort of Return Day here in Georgetown for more than 200 years. And in that time, the organizers say that the pageantry of it all, the vendors, the food, it's all grown so much. But they say the base tradition has stayed the same. Wouldn't be hard to picture a scene like this 200 years ago. But alas, this is modern day. One by one by one, Delaware's political leaders pass through.
Friends and family.
Vendor Marvin Harris, cooking some chicken, says people are all smiles today.
I just feel a family atmosphere here. Family atmosphere here today.
And good food.
And good food.
But for some, the event is about more than just food. It's history in action.
It's a part of history, and it's nice that Georgetown has that.
Be back in 2 years?
I sure will.
Now, Return Day is all about traditions that are, at times, somewhat bizarre. Not only do they bury the hatchet, but they also have the mayors gather and they throw the hatchet. Let's see how I do. Not great.
United States Senator Chris Coons.
And as the town crier presented the results in historic fashion, President of Return Day, Rosalie Walls, says that she wants to keep the traditions going in attitude, action, and even attire. What is this you got on here?
Well, every Return Day, I try to have a brand new outfit.
A tradition 200 years in the making. Now, historians don't know exactly how long it's been since the first Return Day, although they say it could have been as early as 1792. All this time later, the tradition still remains. Sussex County, this is Evan Kozloff for WBOC News in Georgetown.
And thanks, Evan. It looked like it was certainly a lot of fun out there today.
Now let's toss it to the other side of the Georgetown Circle, where we find WBOC's Mike Chesney. Mike, Return Day has a relevant message that is coming out of the 2014 elections.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Paul. The most important part of Return Day is the ceremonial burying of the hatchet. But to the candidates, to the voters, to the parties here in Georgetown today, it's more than just the manifestation of a cliche. And a lot of people that I spoke to said to me again and again and again throughout the day that, it really seems like something not just Delaware, but the nation as a whole could really use right now. The heads of Sussex County's political parties burying the hatchet in sand.
I love the fact that it's our tradition, but I think that a lot of people could learn from us.
Because though the 2014 election season is over, the challenge of working together in a nation so divided continues.
I wish our country had Return Day. It's a terrific opportunity for candidates to come together.
And then newly re-elected U.S. Senator Chris Coons says, move forward.
The country could benefit enormously from our moving past the partisanship of election season. We've got issues that just haven't been addressed in the last couple of years.
He says he's spoken with many colleagues during the past 2 days about how to do that. Delaware U.S. Representative John Carney, also just re-elected, agrees with Coons.
I think that's why you need days like today, days like Return Day, where you do put those differences behind you. You bury the hatchet from the campaign.
However, it's hard to bury the hatchet with an opponent when that opponent isn't at Return Day. Some candidates for major offices weren't here, were absent from the parade of candidates.
This is a tradition, whether you win or lose, that you have to participate in. That's the kind of whole idea of it. It's a very bad thing, I think, for candidates not to participate in Return Day.
All right, yeah, and Carney tells me that now it's time to head to Washington and do the work that the people elected all of their representatives to go do. Exactly how easy that's going to be, of course, remains to be seen. Reporting in Sussex County, I'm Mike Chesney, WBOC News, Georgetown.
And thank you, a big day there. Our very own Steve Hammond played a big role in Return Day. He was there. There you see him. Master of ceremonies, Steve Hammond. Steve has done that for a long time, by the way. there in Sussex County Return Day.
Two